Hello, everyone. Hello, Butterfly family. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday to you all. As you see, I am doing another reading in the UK of a missing 55 years old. His name is Peter Baglin, Baglin. If I pronounce his last name incorrectly, I apologize in advance, okay? It is stated that Peter, he's a grandfather also, and he's also married. And this is his family. It seems that Peter had vanished a month before Nicola disappeared. And I'm going to say it, their case are very similar. It's very eerie how he had vanished, disappeared, as well as Nicola had vanished and disappeared. It has here. This was posted February 3rd. Peter Baglin, a grandfather of four, disappeared on the evening of the 28th of December while taking his favorite walk along Bridge Water. Look at that word bridge. Interesting. I'm not going to read all of this. I'm just going to show it, and many of you can do your own. You can read it because I don't want to make this video too long. But I let many of you read this right here for yourself. Let me see. Hold up. Just pause. Okay. But anyway, making a long story short, he had went out for a little walk and he had stopped. I believe it was a convenience store family. I don't live in that area. I'm here in the U.S. I don't live in that area. Okay. So um, I believe he had stopped at a convenience store, I believe, and got him a bottle of whiskey. And it is stated that, he just disappeared. Okay. And actually, he disappeared a month before Nicola Bulley had disappeared. And it was like Erie in that same location. So anyway, the only reason I'm bringing all this up is because their cases are very eerie and similar. And it's weird when I had did Nicola Bulley reading. It's the first reading I did on her. Okay, so if you want to check it out, check out the first one that I've done on her, and you'll see the date posted. In that reading, a lot of time I receive clues when it comes to my readings. Okay, and I'm only seeing all of this, so keep it in mind if it happens to show up here in Peter's reading. But when I did the reading on Nicola, uh, what came out was has a tattoo on arm or neck. They are married. The word grandparent came out in that reading, and that didn't really make sense to me. Come find out Peter is a grandparent. Also, Peter has a tattoo on his neck. The word Michelle, his wife. Um, Now, I don't know what Peter background is. So for those that are local in the UK, if you know what Peter background is as far as what else he does for a living, I appreciate it if you put that down below. Um, I'm just curious, what is his background? Cause now I'm starting to wonder, did Nicola know Peter? You know, even if they were just friends, did she know him? Because I'm picking up that these cases could be very similar in some kind of way. It might be some kind of connection here. Also, I got something about background health practitioner medicine, whatever that means. Let me see here. Also came out in her reading was corruption, alliance, organization, um, groups, staff workers, stolen keys, money, phone, and a host of other things. Now, a lot of that came out in her reading, but a lot of those clues were very eerie and similar to Peter's disappearance because, he's still not found yet. And not only that, I think they said that his hat and his phone, let me see something. Cause somebody had hit me up. Here it is. Okay, I'm gonna read this out real quick. Okay, this person had hit me up when I did the first reading on Nicola. It's called Missing UK Nicola Bulley Vanished Disappeared. It's like you're reading. I did it on 2/4/23. Okay, this person hit me up in the comments. They said, because the word southeast came out in my reading, they said southeast from her location would take you to Peter's Baglin's disappearance a month before Nicola went missing. He went off for a walk and his hat, phone, etc., was found on the canal path about 40 miles away from Nicola location. He's still missing. Peter was drunk. The word drunk did come out in my reading that I did on Nicola. So why would I be picking up on his energy concerning her disappearance? Just saying, okay? He was drunk. He went for a he went for a bottle of whiskey and the bottle was found empty where everything else was found. Question. Peter also has a tattoo of his wife's name on his neck. Now, you see how eerie and similar that is compared to the reading I did on Nicola? Now, who knows? Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe it's just coincidence. But certain things came out. I did 3 readings on Nicola, okay? And one of them was just on her spouse, Paul. But the point I'm trying to make is it's something very similar and eerie to both of these cases. They both vanished. And they both, went for a stroll, a walk, and they just disappeared. And not only that, a lot of the clues that came out of her reading, the first reading I did on her, is very eerie to his missing case. And then also, let me say this real quick, and I'm going to start on the reading. Also in her case, I was picking up on, a lot was going on with her. And not only that, she was feeling very sad about someone that she was feeling sad due to a loss. You got to go back, because I forgot how that message was worded correctly, okay, as far as in order, but something about, feeling sad due to a loss, okay? As though something had happened in the past. I think the message said something about a senseless crime, a senseless crime that had happened in the past, and she felt very sad about it. But you would have to go back, okay? I forgot how it was word from word, but it just let me know that something was on her mind. And but anyway, that's her case. This reading is pretty much about, as I stated, Peter Peter's case, okay? Peter Baglin case. I'm just going to say Peter because I don't want to mess his last name up. This reading is pretty much about him, but pay attention to repeated messages. There are timelines to my readings, and I also had to put a disclaimer. Whatever you see and hear in this reading concerning the disappearance of 55-year-old Peter Baglin, it is not facts. It is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only. Even though I don't consider this being entertainment, for some people it is entertainment. Some people right now sitting around eating popcorn watching. It is what it is. But anyway, this is a very serious matter. I'm doing this as a labor of love. I'm trying to connect the dots, and whatever come out is not my opinion. Okay. I'm at the spirit do the talking. Anything that many of you may see and hear in this reading that may disturb you or trigger you, just know that it's not my opinion. Okay, you don't have to receive it whatsoever. If the volume seems like it's kind of low for many of you, just turn it up some. Okay, I make sure I have this kind of close to me so you can hear me. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started with this reading. Let me get let me pull a picture of him real quick. And this is him right here. And I think also in my reading, I had got this person was known for wearing hats also. And I'm not saying that he has anything to do with her disappearance, but I'm wondering, did they know each other? Alrighty. Let me see which picture I want to use. I'm going to use this one. And I thank you all for your love supporting my channel. If you enjoyed this content, hit that thumbs up. It supports my channel, as well as Show your sister some love because sharing is caring. There's a link down below in the comment section. Sow a seed to my channel. I really appreciate it. A dollar too goes a long way. Seeking clarity about the disappearance of Peter Baglin. Seeking clarity about the disappearance of Peter. What led to his disappearance? My spirit guides connect with Peter's spirit guides. Seeking clarity to his disappearance. What led up to his disappearance? To your story, Peter. What happened to you? Hold on, family. One card just flew on the ground. That's quite interesting. Look at that. And it's crazy. The word rejection came out in Nicola case as well. Rejection. Okay, I do not have to continue shuffling. I'm going to go ahead on and move from here. All right, family. We have here in the missing case of Peter, the first word is rejection. Next, we have confusion. And then we have complacency. This is someone who's unaware of danger. So for Peter to be unaware of danger, he could have been very um, distracted, shall I say. He could have been very distracted and not aware of his environment, what's going on around him. At the head, I have drowning. So you can say Peter could have drowned, or he could have been feeling very emotional, upset, and drowning in his emotions. Over here, I have the word arrogance. Over here, I have burdens. Someone's carrying burdens. So it looks like Peter had a lot on his mind that he was holding on to. He was carrying some burdens. Over here in the center, I have aggression. And also what's interesting, also Peter is a grandparent, and that came out in my reading that I did on Nicola. So it's very eerie, how these two cases are very similar. Let's continue. I have here disconnection. Behind it, I have the word rejection. Right here, I have blindsided. This is someone who's caught off guard. And behind that, I have the word confusion. Next, I have gossip. So people are talking. Um, how do you say the streets are talking? Or maybe Peter heard about something, or somebody heard something about Peter. But anyway, this lets you know there's some talking going on. And behind this, I have complacency. Someone who's unaware of danger. At the head, I have the word boredom. This is someone who's feeling quite restless and they're longing for change. And I think they said that he had took off that day that he disappeared. That's why I wanted to know what is his background as far as what does he does for a living. Over here, I have lustful. And over here, I have the word ghosting. I think about someone that's not reliable or someone that leaves somebody hanging, abandoning someone. And behind that, I have burdens, somebody carrying burdens. And in the center, I have entanglement. This speaks about a complicated, difficult relationship that can be quite toxic. Also, with entanglement, you could be looking at a third party. It could be some cheating going on, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be actually, how do you say, a love triangle type thing. I mean, it can just be entanglement due to anyone that you would like to get close to you, whether it's on the job or, due to so-called, people that you draw to you that could be toxic, okay, that you could have encountered, someone that you know. Anyway, the word entanglement came out. I don't mean no harm, but I like to tell it the way I feel it. Now, can I be way off? Yes, I can. I'm not perfect. But Peter, Peter spread is looking a lot like Nicola's spread. For some reason, I felt the unction to just, look into his case because someone brought it to my attention, and it's like all of a sudden, a light bulb went off because when I did her last reading, the message death and genocide came out. So, I think about like a serial killer, or I think about someone, you know, um, whomever is doing this killing, for some reason, it looks like, there's some individuals that this individual is tied to that knows Peter and knows Nicola. Okay. Um, because it's something about genocide is popping up, and that's someone that has killed before. Okay, let's continue. I'm gonna let the spirit do the talking. Okay, it's just when things come to me, I talk about it. I'm gonna let the spirit do the talking. Next, I have the word empty. This is someone who's feeling helpless. They can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. They're feeling very hopeless. They're in a dark place, and behind that, I have disconnection. Next, I have the word manipulation. Behind that, I have blindsided. Someone who's caught off guard. And I have good old addictions. It's playing the part. So I think about someone who could be self medicating due to drugs or alcohol. Now, sex can be an addiction as well. And a workaholic can be an addiction. But something about addiction is playing a part. And we saw one of them. One of them is this. This is another form of addiction, also. Now, if Peter is known for drinking a lot. That can be an addiction as well. Behind it, I have addiction. I have gossip. At the head, I have drained. Someone feeling emotionally drained. And behind it, I have the word boredom. Over here, I have the word greed. Now that's interesting. This came out in her spread as well. Greed. And behind that, I have lustful. Over here, in the secret place, I have helpless, feeling helpless. So it looked like he had a lot on his mind. You know how people go for walks, they want to clear their head. He had a lot on his mind. So that lets me know it was a lot going on with him that he was holding on to, and that he was not sharing with wifey. Next, I have the word brainwash. And behind that, I have the word entanglement. I think I read something about his wife had experienced a health scare. She was sickly, so obviously, if he was carrying burdens, he didn't want to, you know, um, He didn't want to share that with her, and she's already dealing with something. Yep. Yep. It's the spirit is talking. Next, I have the word envy is coming out, and behind envy, I have the word empty. Next, I have the word secretive, and behind that, I have the word manipulation. So you can say that Peter has been very secretive as well. Somebody is very secretive that's around him. Next, I have the word temptation. This is the one that's being tempted and given into their temptation. Behind that, I have the word addictions. At the head, I have the word hostility. And over here, I have insecurities. And behind that, I have greed. Over here in the secret place, I have the word drunk. Saturn Spirit is talking, and he did go out for a walk and purchase him a bottle of whiskey, they say. I have here drunk. And then behind that, I have the word helpless because he was impaired. And behind that, I have the word ghosting. And in the center, I have the word defiance. Okay, the Spirit said we are complete here. So, like I said, Peter and Nicola case is very similar as far as the words that came out. It's very similar. Maybe you go back and watch the first reading I did on her. A lot of this right here came out in her reading. And like I said, it could be a coincidence, okay? But I'm looking at him. I'm staring at his eyes. Because the eyes are went to our soul, and it speaks volume. Okay, now I'm gonna start on another deck. Oh boy. I call this Clue deck. This is one of my homemade decks. I like to put my own energy in my own work. So let's see what's going to come out in this spread, okay? All right, Peter, tell your story. What led up to your disappearance? What was going on with Peter? What led to his disappearance? Mm. Give me facts check. Now, what I'm going to do, family, I'm going to put this back in because it came out so fast, okay? It came out so fast. I'm going to read what came out and I'm going to put it back in its pile. And we're going to see what's going to come back out, okay? I have here now Peter is married. He's married, okay? And no matter what you hear, it is allegedly. It has here breakup relationship. According to his wife, everything was fine between those two. Now, this could be breakup due to, allegedly he could have been seeing somebody, or breakup due to, a friendship that he could have had, a platonic friendship with someone. But anyway, it has here breakup relationship. Something was going on with him, something was on his mind, something was bothering him. It has here obsessed, secret, admire, stalking. It has here gas station. It has here quick fuel or mobile. These are just some general a name for gas station. Spirit let me know that he probably was somewhere near a service station. Okay. It has here convenience store, gas station. So he did purchase a bottle of whiskey. Um, Now, was it a gas station or some kind of service station that he purchased that bottle of whiskey? It has here street corner, back road, dead end. Feels pressured, being a follower, not using good judgment. Tied up, bound, hands, wrist, ankle, tape, and mouth. And all this is allegedly now. I'm going to put it back in the deck, okay? And we'll see what come back out. But what stand out to me is the word stalking. That's what stand out to me, the word stalking. Somebody was like somebody was stalking him. Or should I say watching him? Should I say? It just very eerie, his case and her case. That's all I'm saying. It's very eerie. I'm gonna put it back in here. Uh, okay. I have here Hunter Joker kills for sports. That's very eerie because it came out in her reading also. I have here the word secrets. That word lustful came back out. Lustful showing strong feelings of sexual desires, lustful thoughts. I have here missing, no recovery. He's still presently missing. Something about weapon used. So like somebody could have had a weapon. It has here stolen keys, money, and phone. Because his um phone, I believe, and I forgot what else they found. It was just scattered, I believe, on the ground somewhere. No legit security. This right here just means that it's just really due to the cameras. There's no camera footage as far as what went down with him. There's no legit camera footage around to show what happened to him. Burning to hide evidence of DNA. Accident cover up. No one's talking. Now, if many of you watched the reading I did on Nicola, I mean, the messages are so eerie. They're so eerie. It's like it's a connection here. And then this says boyfriend male. This says boyfriend male. So who is this? Or is it somebody else? Or is it a female that Peter may have known, and it could be their boyfriend? But anyway, this came out. This came out in her reading also, clue the word flowers. out partying, having fun, being social. See, there are timelines to my reading. There are timelines to my readings. Things have to play out, but a lot of things, that's been going on with an individual. The spirit would go back and let us know about those things that happened before the unthinkable happened. Also, due to timelines, to give you an idea of why things jumped off the way they did. I'm gonna put all this back in here again. Hold on. I'm just doing something different, family. I'm just trying to see what the spirit is actually trying to say. I'm putting it right back in here because this is my clue deck right here. I'm gonna shuffle 3 times and lay them out. Clarity and disappearance of Peter. Clarity and disappearance of Peter. Any clues concerning the disappearance of Peter? Okay, hold up. Uh, I knew it. Yep. It's something going on here. And pay attention to repeated messages. These cases are a doozy, I tell you. UK family, it's a lot going on over there in that little area. Okay, y'all might need to be very careful because it's crazy. Anyway, we have here the word laundry, and this is very eerie because this came out in her reading. Clue the word laundry. I think about someone that's trying to cover up, when it comes to their DNA. They don't want their DNA attached to these individuals, these individuals that go missing. Their DNA could be on their clothes. But I think about someone that's trying to clean up. Okay. So anyway, clue the word laundry. It has here harassment. Stop, leave me alone. So it looked like Peter was dealing with some harassment. Somebody was. And then this came out in her reading. Corruption, alliance, organization. I kid you not. It's something to this. I have the word, excuse me, I have the word trailer parks. This can be a clue also, family. I have the word male. Look at that word ghosting coming right back out. Abandon. Especially like, if you want to meet up with somebody and they don't show up, but somebody else do. But anyway, the word ghosting is coming out. That's like abandoning somebody. I have here fighting back. Now the word pledge is coming out. This is a clue. This is a clue, the word pledge. I think about groups. Excuse me, I think about groups. People that pledge to groups like gangs. I think about police officers. I think about, excuse me, I think about, people who have background like Masonic background, if you know what I mean, like people who like a Mason and all of that. That's a clue also. But anyway, the word pledge is very significant in this case. It has here male and female. This says store Walgreen. I do not know if there's a Walgreen in the UK, but also on the bottom it has here convenience store. And sometimes these words are clue. Okay, like clues when it comes to a street name. So keep all of that in mind. It has here a lone, isolated, remote area. And we did see the word abandoned. Now, this is weird. Let me see something. Let me fact check. Now, this is weird. This came out in Nicola reading. Something about a court order. That's why I want to know, did she know him? Did she know him? That's why I want to know that because, this is coming out in his reading. It says threatening court order. Something about a court order. And if his loved ones happen to be watching, do they know anything about Peter, dealing with, putting a restraining on somebody, or maybe someone put a restraining on him, but something about a court order. That's all I got to say. I don't know if this due to his background as far as on the job. I don't know. Something about a court order. This a threatening court order. This says tears of joy found. So in the Most High God divine timing, in the his location, people will find him eventually. All we can do is just hope for the best that he be found alive. But from what I'm seeing, it don't look like it right now. It has here clue the word back room. It has here now back room came out in her reading, and then this came out in her reading also. It has here check near cemetery wooded lot area. What stand out to me is wooded lot area, but it says check near cemetery wooded lot area. And we did see back road. Mm. But this right here, that speaks volume. That's corruption. So what's really going on? And then I got what trailer park. None of it is in divine order. These are just random messages, okay? I have here drinking, getting high. And we know this being the case because his image was on one of those camera footage of him buying whiskey, okay? And also they found his bottle of whiskey. It was empty on the ground. It doesn't mean he drunk it all, but it has here they are rebellious. It has here something about a pizza joint. Maybe he could have walked past any of these. It has here Pizza Hut or Domino's, Hungry Howie, Papa John, Little Caesar, or other. So something about a pizza joint that he could have, walked by. If it's not one of these, it's some kind of pizza joint in that area that he could have walked by or went inside. Who knows? It has here accusations, rumors, and gossip. It has here being secretive. And we did see the word burdens, okay? Someone carrying burdens. We saw that. It has here bipolar disorder, mood swings. Clue the word staff worker. Now, why would this come out in his reading? Why would this come out in his reading? This came out in Nicola reading also. That's why I'm wondering, are they case, is it something about these two cases that's very similar to where it's connection here? It has here breakup relationship that came back out. Even though he's married, this came back out. And maybe it's just someone that he was friends with. Okay. Obsessed, secret admirer, stalking, question, security staff. This came out in her reading. It's coming out in his reading. So what's going on with these so-called security staff? I mean, what's really going on here? This came out in her reading. It's coming out in his reading. Include the word basement. We also saw the word what? Um, I think we saw the word what? Room, back room, something like that. This says basement. Include the word smoking. Now I don't know if Peter smoked cigars, but that came out in her reading about somebody smoked cigars. I'm just a messenger. That says teenager, and then it says groups. What's sent out to me is the word groups. Not running away, facing their fears. So for this to come out, this letting me know that Peter did not walk away from his family. Crime caution tape. So allegedly, we're gonna hope for the best. If they find him, he might be deceased. Cause this deck is quite thick. So it's just very eerie how a lot of these similar keywords are coming back out, and I'm doing a reading on him. That's why I'm wondering, did they know each other? Even just as friends, did they know each other? This is interesting. This says clue the word rape. Now, I do not sense that Peter was raped, but this is a clue. This came out in Nicola reading. Now, I don't mean to keep saying her name so much, but it's just very eerie how I'm looking at him and this kind of information is coming out. So it's definitely a connection here. What stood out to me more than anything, family, it could be a good chance that Peter could have been in the know about something, about someone that could have experienced, SA being sexually assaulted. I'm not saying that he took part in it, but maybe he knew about someone um, in that area that could have been SA. Okay, I want to be careful with my words, cause I know that he disappeared before Nicola did. These right here are just speaking about service station. This says gas station. This says convenience station. So they're just repeating each other. I'm just looking at some of these messages because it looked like they're pointing to someone that's doing some hideous things, shall I say, to people. And I'm not trying to accuse Peter of anything because this says clothes removed. And then this is saying like somebody was SA, and it's speaking about a boy child. So I don't know why this is coming out. What does this have to do with anything? This says boy child, and then this says clothes removed. As though somebody, experienced SA, and I don't know why that's coming out. When I'm seeing those things in the dark, very much in the marvelous light, I never know what the spirit's going to be revealing. Okay, so I pretty much want to stick to the situation with Peter. So I'm going to just turn these down, okay? Because if I don't, it's going to look like that he took part in something like that. And all I know is this could be due to some other, cases that was going on in the UK about a child. Sometimes when I'm open to the spirit, other cases will come out also. Just like when I was doing a case on Nicola, his energy started to come up, and I started receiving background information about him. So that could be the case. But for those of you that are local, if you know anything about a child, in that area, that could have disappeared, or that was experiencing some kind of SA or boy child, you can let me know down below. It has here clue the word dance, inside location, mental health unbalance, trees, wooded area, open and closed case. And this is not really that good either, because this authority, they're rushing. They're not trying to look at any other options. As far as who could be involved. When I get this message right here, I think about the authority trying to rush and close a case up real fast. Okay. Partners in crime, alliance, mutual benefits, and this came out in her case also, but it's coming out. It's coming out in his reading as well. Encountered trouble ahead, street thug hoodlum up to no good. And then I got sabotage. I have the word clue, the word partying. I have here, they don't want to be exposed. And this came out in the other reading I did. That's all I'm going to say. I have here, troublemaker, envy, and foolish. So you can say Peter didn't want to be exposed, or whomever that's a part of this equation due to him being missing don't want to be exposed. Okay. Hmm. I have here moved to a new location. Clue the word removed. They wear glasses for reading or prescription. I have here clue the word dumpster. Dealing with depression over a loss, feels alone. I have here cross bridge. Side effect, had a bad allergic reaction. Okay, I'm going to start on another deck real quick. Let's see what come back out real quick. I'm going to shuffle 3 times and later spread out, okay? I hate when that happens. Hold up. I picked those up. Let me lay these out first. Okay. Now let me pick these up real quick. I think 3 cards have fallen out. Hmm. Interesting. Question work partner. This came out when I did Nicola reading also, and we know her work partner was Paul. Now, why is this coming out in his spread? That's why I wanted to know, what does he do for a living? Cause I truly feel like she may have known him also. Question work partner. Retaliation wants payback revenge. So somebody wanted payback and revenge on Peter. What did Peter do? Payback revenge, teaching them a lesson. Now it's very eerie because both of these, all three of these came out in her reading also. See that? All three of them came out in her reading. And now it's coming out in his reading. Connect the dots. And also something about follow the money trail. So, this is a lot, family. I know this is Peter reading, but this coming out, this came out in Nicola reading also. It has here question court order, past or present, restraining order, not to engage in certain behaviors, want what someone cannot do. Something about a court order. Why is this coming out in his spread? What is this about? If many of you can find out what this about, it'll really blow this case up. Because somebody else is tied to this case concerning this restraining order. They're not listening, complain about situation. Oh, so somebody's been complaining about a situation and it looks like the authorities are not listening. So if it's Peter, who has Peter been complaining about? And the authorities are not listening. I think about somebody that's constantly, having a complaint about someone or situation, and it's going on deaf ears. Nobody is taking them seriously at all. It says they're not listening, complain about a situation. Is somebody complaining about a situation concerning Peter, or was Peter complaining about a situation concerning somebody else? Dumped landfill. It could be evidence, family, because people do throw evidence left and right to throw the authorities off. It has here clue the word street. Now I don't know if Peter smoked marijuana or not, okay? But somebody does. Street corner, back road, dead end. Tied up, bound, hand, wrist, ankle, tape on the mouth. That came right back out. Fierce pressure, being a follower, not using good judgment. Something about sex for sale. Sexually taken advantage of, not willing. And a lot of these are like things that are going on behind the scene with the individual. Okay. Those in power, dishonesty, abuse of power. all of this is allegedly, okay? I'm just a messenger, okay? I'm just a messenger. That came out of her reading too, weirdly, okay? And it might not be body part. It can just be scatter of, evidence, a phone here, pants here, shoes here, to throw the authorities off, all right? It has here a boyfriend, a male friend, and a female friend. And it has here fighting back. Now, I'm going to use another deck. Oh, boy. Let me see something. I haven't used this in a while. I have two decks mixed up. Okay, so I'm going to use this real quick. Where is Peter? Where's his location? Choosing clarity on disappearance of Peter. What happened to Peter? What led to his disappearance? What happened to Peter? What led to his disappearance? What happened to Peter? What led to his disappearance? Okay. The killer is out of the area. Cell phone records may provide important clues. Multiple people were involved in the crime. And remember the word groups. There were a motive for committing the crime. And this is someone that's looking at a bag of money. What happened? Shaken, failed, tripped, dumped, thrown, pushed, accidental. Important details are not being revealed to the public at this time. So the spirit is saying the authorities are holding on to information. I think they're not able to connect the dots yet. Okay. Because I'm going to say it again. Peter and Nicola case is very similar. Okay. And the spirit is letting me know it's something about look at past crimes in that area. Look at the past crimes in that area. It's something very significant in area and similar with both of these cases in some kind of way, okay? I don't know if it's tied to one individual, but something is very similar with these two cases. Important details are not being revealed to the public at this time. A friend knows something. Who is this friend? And then you see two people standing at a cemetery. Remember that word cemetery? And we saw that message. Contamination of DNA evidence may be influencing this case. Now, this speaks about contamination. So, if that's the case, we're looking at cover up here. This speaks about when. Okay, it has here 1 to 6 months, relates to past and future. And Peter did go missing a month before Nicola. So we're looking at what he's been missing, what, 2 months now, I believe. Well, a month and what, 2 or 3 weeks now. Spontaneous behavior or mental illness contribute to the crime. Perpetrators has behavior patterns of a serial killer. Okay, I told you. I was picking up on deaths and you know, as though somebody has done this before, genocide. Somebody is known for killing people. They've done it before. I already interviewed the killer. Now I'm gonna say this now, family. I'm gonna say this now. Well, I did a little private reading on Nicola, even though this is not about her. I had used this deck right here, and this came out. This came out. So yeah, that's interesting. Cause they interviewed a lot of people, but they are definitely overlooking people also. And it seems like they're overlooking people in Peter's case as well. And that they are tied together. We're looking at, even though I'm picking up on a group of individuals, because I am picking up on corruption, but there's a main person that's tied to this case, that's tied to these so-called group of individuals, or they know them. These are called the who did it, and the spirit already let us know that there are others that are in the know. This is called the power control killer, and it also describes what a power control killer is. Um, right here it says need to interview more suspects. So there are others that are in the know concerning Peter's disappearance. It has here in the future the killer may admit the guilt. It has here when. It has here days relates. It has when, days relates to past and future. So something about during the daytime. The murder weapon used will provide valuable clues. Male over 40 years old who did it. Somebody over 40 years old. I also got that in her reading also, another private reading I did. I had got female and a male that's involved over 40 years old. Where roads, pathways, trails, hills, or mountains. And this is another who did it because we're looking at more than one person is involved. Um, the hedonistic killer, and it has to the word lust. Okay, gets pleasure from doing unspeakable things to victims. Drugs may be an important factor in this case. Forensic science field will provide important clues. Victim stalked by killer. Argument or fight is a strong factor. Seeing clarity. Went up to the disappearance of Peter. Where is Peter? What does the location look like? Woo. Okay. I'm just letting them fall, family. This is just another who did it because we're looking at more than one individual that's in the know. This says the accident killer. And this says what happened, planned, premeditated, transportation, death, car, boat, plane, bus, etc. Killer is a predator who tracks a specific type of victim. What happened? Asphyxiation, drown, unconsciousness, and strangulation. What happened? Torture, harassment, bullying, or suicide. What happened? Disabled, mental health issue, illness, or sickness. This is just a clue, family. It has here where industrial buildings, warehouse, factory, manufacturing plants, and people have been known to be, found in abandoned, near abandoned buildings. Okay, behind the buildings. Um. Anyway, this is just a clue. I got industrial buildings, warehouse, factory, manufacturing plants. Surveillance cameras may provide important clues, but then we also saw no legit security, so the cameras could be faulty. Witness may fear coming forward with valuable information. It's just another who did it. Cause we look. This says somebody a pedophile or somebody has a background of a pedophile. Okay. This another where it has here basement cellar, small space cave. Okay. And I was getting this kind of energy with Nicola, that someone had her in some kind of abandoned property or outside of their property, somewhere hidden in some kind of basement. But that's interesting for this to come up in his reading. That's why I'm wondering, is his case and her case linked in some kind of way? Who do Nicola knows that Peter knows? Is there a link there? Who do they know of common interest? Okay. Let me just one more time. Anything else people want to know about this case concerning the disappearance of Peter? See how the key come right back out? Take a closer look at one of the suspects. This is another who did it. This is a male and female that can be involved. It has here why, revenge, resentment, jealousy, and selfishness. That word revenge. It has here illegal activities played a role. What happened? Violence, rape, sexual harassment, held hostage. Another what happened? A weapon was used. It could be gang related, gang violence, stalking, grooming the victim. So that's interesting. What's that out to me is definitely stalking, okay? All right, family. I'm getting ready to start on one more bit. I'm gonna end this reading. Okay. Last, I'm gonna use my crime reading deck, okay? I'm gonna put all my focus just on Peter, and what comes out comes out. Okay, it's allegedly anyway. We have to let things play out. I'm doing it as a labor of love because I just feel like in my gut there's some kind of connection with Peter and Nicola case. Okay, so that's another reason why I wanted to do a reading on him because it's very canny how similar their cases are. They both just disappeared. Disappearance. Peter. Clarity and disappearance of Peter. Related to Peter's disappearance, what's going on in the background. What happened to Peter? Hmm. Made a bad choice, foolish. A stranger followed me and abducted me. Being a being followed by a stranger. Feels ashamed, hiding out of sight. Too much, feeling overwhelmed with his responsibilities, feeling stressed out. So something about feeling overwhelmed due to some kind of responsibility. We have here south. Feelings, betrayal, trauma, the pain and emotions due to violate of someone's trust. Made a foolish decision. Talking amongst themselves in secret, keeping information between them. Hold on, family. I don't have that word between the T crossed. Okay. And I don't know what this means. This is just a lot of background information. Parents protecting the child from question, keeping child away, hidden away from their choice. I don't know what this means. It's just a lot of background information. Driver picked up a stranger and was killed. Joker smoke screen evidence to hide something or take attention away from something. So the ultimate smoke screen would be discarding evidence, discarding his personal information. Okay? Let me put the word R in there. Joker. Now, This is coming back out again. It's something about a freaking this says SUV. I mean, it could be a van, but it has here a red SUV, but it could be a van. But there's a vehicle here that's a clue. Okay, it doesn't have to be SUV, but it's showing an SUV, and it doesn't have to be the color red. But this is coming out in his spread also. So somebody is known for driving some kind of vehicle that could possibly be red. I'm just saying, or it could be an SUV or a van. Where I am, I'm happy and content. So you can actually say that he's still alive and he's somewhere happy and content. But I do not believe that he would have left his family. He could be deceased. Okay, the cares of this world is over with for him. Oh boy, boy, boy! This is a doozy. I mean, I cannot get over how Canning his spread is looking similar to Nicola. It's just something to it, family. It's really a matter of connecting the dots. I kid you not. Has patterns of behavior abuse in relationships. Somebody does. Find, buy, sell, classified, illegal sale. The time is right today is a sign to strike, make their move. This is how somebody was feeling. They felt like the time was right because he was out on his own by himself, walking around, I guess. I don't know what this means. It says family member took a payoff, needed money. Family member took a payoff, needed money. I'm not sure what that means. I'm just a messenger. And there are timelines to my reading. So um, I think about when people take bribes, but I'm not really sure what that means. Have hope, light will shine on this darkness, justice. And it's going to take for many of you to keep saying his name and to keep his name out there and to keep calling the authorities as far as keeping them interested in his case. Because if you don't, it can end up being a cold case. I know right now, the main focus is they're constantly talking about Nicola, but you never know. These two cases might be a connection there. Desired love, true love, feels lonely, needs love. Stolen, removed. It has a picture of a ring and earrings, but this just lets me know that if he did have any kind of jewelry on him that day, it could have been removed. Something was stolen. It has here fight. The stranger physically attacked and assaulted victim. Has tattoo on arm or neck, and we know that Peter does have a tattoo on his neck. and the tattoo has his wife's name on it. So as you see, the spirit definitely be describing people. Psychopath, incapacity for love, lack remorse or shame, lack emotion, anxiety, fear, joy, and happiness. So whoever's playing a part in his disappearance, this so-called Joker, they come up as a psychopath. They are keeping me against my will, hidden inside their property. I don't want you, leave me alone. It has here dad knows more to the story. So Peter is a dad. Now, whomever is a part of this equation, they could be a father also. It has here dad knows. There's more to the story. Cover me in debris well hidden. And if it's not talking about Peter, who is this so-called dad? A lot of times spirit give us clues when it comes to the other individual that's playing a part in the person disappearance. And let me say this, I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. People now can sit back and have an alibi family and you know they can pay people off to do their dirty work. Let me just say that. But the whole time they're sitting back clean, having an alibi. So you have to look at all of that as a factor. And these authorities know this, but I understand they have to have evidence. Okay. I wonder why I keep getting the same messages. Something is up. Something is definitely up. I keep getting the same messages, family. I keep getting the same freaking messages. I feel like I'm doing Nicola reading spread. When I was doing her reading spread, I was getting information, background information to me that was pertaining to his case, as far as clues. And now I'm doing his reading, and I'm getting background information that looks like her reading spread. It's so weird. Look at this. It's coming right back out. Background, health practitioner, medicine. Rejected. And he disappeared before she did. And I'm not saying that they were lovers or anything, but did she know him? It has here abandoned house nearby. The same kind of information is coming out. This person, Joker, lives close by in the area. Someone that's slim built. Your body type is slim built. Being secretive, holding back. The need to compromise, not seeing things clearly, not seeing eye to eye due to disagreement. This came out in her spread also. Something about account, stolen pen. The victim was assaulted and killed and robbed. And all of this is allegedly. We have to let things play out. In denial, refusing the truth, will not accept. So you can say Peter was in denial. Somebody was in denial. Okay, as far as what was going on. Now this is a kicker right here. This came out in her reading. Question the workplace. So what does he do for a living? What is his background? Question workplace. Not close to home, not close by, not in the area. Taken or is given drugs. Blindsided. And someone has a criminal background that's playing that's playing a part here. Someone has a criminal background. Force blow to the head, traumatic, whatever, allegedly, okay? Cause words don't be coming. I mean, these messages, they don't be coming out just for the heck of it. It's something to it. A lot of times the spirit's giving us clues, and it is for us to connect the dots, or shall I say, for many of you, the locals, to connect the dots. Because my readings, they be on point. You just have to connect the dots for yourself. I don't live in that area, okay? I'm just a messenger. I'm looking at Peter, and this information is coming out just by me looking at him. It look like somebody wanted him out of the picture. Cause I got something like what southeast or east south, something like that. When I did the reading on her, and the same locations are coming out. Now y'all south, remember? Now look at that, east. You put them together, southeast, east, south. When they don't respect the word no, not seen as a love interest. Now this came out of her. I'm just going to share the messages. I just don't know why these messages are repeating themselves when it comes to me doing a reading on him. But it's weird because he went missing before she did. Resolving conflict, love, empathy, compassion, and understanding. Bound, duct tape, can't escape. Self-sacrifice, putting others or someone first, giving up for something with their time to help neglect their needs. Jealousy, envy. The word temptation is coming back out. This speaks about unhealthy urges, whether to kill, unhealthy urges when it comes to sex, or unhealthy urges when it comes to hooking up with the wrong individuals. Okay, so it looked like he was experiencing some kind of temptation also, or somebody was, being tempted, taken by force, still alive. Trauma cannot escape. Trap. So he just lets me know during this time when he was alive, he was taken by force. Okay, taken against his will. Caught off guard, attacked from behind, hands over mouth. Trash bag, inside body bag. All this is allegedly, family. We have to let things play out. Only you, the locals, would know as far as how they, if he ended up being found, you know, y'all would know whether any of this came to light. This joker took them due to their unhealthy sexual urges. They felt tempted and acted on it. I want, I have. Keeping up a false image. They wear a mask. Question inside. What's inside their cup? What's in their drink? Question. Ask the question. Situation. Why is money involved? So it looks like motive, the ultimate motive, is about money in the background. Okay, in the background, the ultimate motive is something about money. Something about money. And can nobody really benefit from it unless he's deceased? Unless or less due to his background. That's why I want to know what is his background as far as his job. You know, um, do somebody feel like he took money from them? See, I don't know. 'Cause I'm getting corruption in this case also corruption, and I'm getting ready to end this reading. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end this reading because it's getting a little iffy for me. It has here married spouse involved committed crime to the other. Now let me explain something here. That's why I wanted to fact check. I do not sense that his wife is involved. Let me just say that, even though it's pointing that direction, it says married spouse involved committed crime to the other. A lot of times with my readings, there are clues. What I'm sensing is it's a good chance that whoever took part in Peter's disappearance, they could be married. Okay, they could be married, or somebody, yeah, somebody that he knows has a partner, or they're married. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. I do not sense. Let me say it again. I do not sense that his wife is involved. Family has a weak foundation, lack of harmony, full of drama. Driver picked up a stranger, was assaulted. Driver picked up a stranger and was taken advantage of and murdered. All this is allegedly, okay? Someone within the group had a alliance with someone outside of the group. Partnership. Was staged, pushed, and forced inside a deep dark hole pit or off a highway cliff. Someone's basement hidden. And these are just timelines, family. You know how things escalate, how an individual take a person and they have them in one location and then they move them to another location. That's what this is about. But all this is alleged, okay? Selfish choice, being a fool, speaking out, truth telling, the need to travel and get away, taking man, woman at gunpoint in a violent manner, very flexible and focused, the ability to juggle all the demands. So the spirit is saying that he's very flexible. National Reserve Park, Nature Preserve Park. This is about a preserved park. This stranger has been watching me, plotting to abduct me. Once again, abandoned properties. So he could be near some abandoned properties, hidden on the Joker property outside, shed, or building, doing something different, moving towards something new. It looked like to me, Peter had got himself into some mess, okay, dealing with some jokers, if you know what I mean. And his poor wife probably knew nothing about what was going on with him behind the scenes. I'm gonna let the cards fall and I'm gonna end this reading, okay? Avoid negativity, avoid negative thoughts, situations, and people. This speaks about endings. It can be ending due to a life or a situation. Jealous fake friend or friend set up. A side hustle, something about a side hustle that he could have been a part of. This is a clue, family. It says Uber driver picks up the suspect was taken advantage of. I'm getting a hit on it. It says alive, hidden on someone's property, taken advantage of. That's only if he's still alive, but I'm not sensing that he's still alive. So someone's going around taking people and, you know, relationship not feeling emotionally fulfilling, feels drained and not supported, and overlooked, feels disappointed. Nearby abandoned property keeps coming out. In the closet, don't want to be exposed. Carefully looking at different possibilities that are in front of you. Stranger, stalker, unbalanced, has a mental conflict. Dwelling on old feelings of hurt or disappointment in victim mode. And see, when he went for when he left the house, I think they did say he went for a walk, right? So he was out walking. Mm. Let me see something else real quick, family. I want to use this real quick. This is Mystery Unlocked. I want to see something. I just want to see what's going to come out of this deck real quick, and I'm going to end it. Meeting up at a social event, condescending, acting as if you know everything, not open to new ideas. Mm. Mm. The need to get away alone, mental think, overload, conflicted, confused. So that's why he up and left home. He had a lot on his mind. Clue the word taken off. Let me fact check with this. I don't mean no harm, but some of these clues I don't like because to me, if it's not talking about Peter, it could be the person of that's the Joker. I call the Joker the suspect. It could be the energy of the Joker. Let me just say that. But it says clue, the word taken off, draws, underwears, or panties. And I don't know why this will come out in his spread. Unless this is an energy, a background energy of his. But if it's not, this is coming out. So that's weird. Okay, that's weird. Trying to blame someone else due to their toxic, shady past. I will take from you as you have taken from me. So that's somebody that wants revenge. They feel like you have taken from me, I'm gonna take from you. Corruption, dishonesty, dishonest and fraudulent. Deception and timeline. So they're talking about deception and timeline. Feel sadness, thinking of fallout, fight with a friend. Revenge, you hurt me and reject me. I will get you back where you were hurt the most. Hidden in plain sight, not far. Joker slash suspect has inside info knowledge of what's going on in this case, who they know. So the spirit is saying the Joker slash suspect that has to do with Peter's disappearance has inside info knowledge of what's going on in this case due to who they know. So what? Do they have somebody on the inside when it comes to the authorities that's covering them? I mean, that's covering up information or evidence, or just covering up for them, or are there some big key players here that's covering up for somebody? Situation, scam alert, being fooled and lied to. Mm. Along with when I time my cards flip over, I will look at them. I'm getting ready to end this reading. I think I saw something that had flipped over, but I guess not. Yep, here it is. This just says your home. Something about your home. This says your home. And then this says home invasion, past or present. And this came out in whatchamacallit reading also. So that's kind of weird and candy how both of those came out. Something about home invasion, past or present. I get that. Life insurance. They know their child knows something, seen or heard, or took part in playing. What? I don't know about the stuff right here. These two going like hand in hand. And I'm not accusing his daughter of nothing. Please know that, because none of this is my opinion. This says life insurance. This says they know their child knows something, seen or heard, or took part in playing. And this is allegedly family. This is not my opinion, okay? Question other lover friend. Slow progress. It's slow progress in this case. Girl child. And he does have a daughter. Hidden well, not seen or heard. Ex lover wants payback. Plan attack. Lure them into a bloody trap. So allegedly, does Peter have an ex lover? Or now I'm starting to wonder, does his daughter have an ex lover? Just saying. Okay. Ex lover wants payback. Plan attack. Lure them into a bloody trap. Somebody has an ex lover. Somebody wanted revenge. Had a decision to make, just a matter of time. So according to the spirit, this was a matter of time as far as the unthinkable that had happened to Peter. Okay, it was bound to happen anyway. It was just a matter of time because things were building up behind the scenes. Okay, but anyway, this right here just threw me off because we did see something about motive for money. So I don't know. I don't know. And other people can take life insurance out on you now. You don't have to be a family member, especially when it comes to like on a job. But anyway, I'm through with that. I'm just a messenger. I'm not trying to accuse nobody of anything. At the end of the day, this is what we're looking at. Okay? Period. Corruption. And once again, I'm going to say it again. Peter and Nicola case is very similar. Very similar. Very similar. So I just pray that, he'll be found, hopefully alive, but I'm not sensing him at all, family. I'm sensing that something very sinister happened to Peter. So this is my reading on Peter. I thank you all for your love supporting my channel. And I thank you, UK family, for watching, for supporting your sister. If you enjoy this content, hit the like button. If you have any other requests, put them down below. Okay. I won't get to them when you want me to, but I will make an effort. All right, family. And because there are others that need attention when it comes to their cases as well. So peace and love to you all, and bye for now.